Hey everybody. Let me invite Bobby, and then we'll get moving. Okay. Let me just text him that I sent the invite, and I'll be all yours, as they like to say. All right. So we're here I guess a little early, sort of. Forgot that the NBA doesn't lock until 7:30, but maybe Bobby can hang out here, at least in some respect, after I leave, because I have to leave at about 7. So the latest news that just came in the NBA, by the way, was that Clint Capella was out. We'll address that when we get to it. You guys can feel free to fire off some questions in there. We're going to start off again with with baseball, and then watch for news in the NBA, and then the NBA will do as soon as we're done with baseball. Honestly, do want to get some of Bobby's takes on some of this stuff, because I'm still, well, I still like the same crap that I liked before, I think. I'm going to just double check that, but let me just see something. That was... Yeah, I'm still getting all kinds of this Seattle business. And I also was getting, I think I see him there for a minute. Let me just get that. Also getting some Detroit, some Minnesota. We're going to let Bobby in here and see if we can't figure it out. Hey, what's going on? So,
hey, what's up, man?
Remember, so we have so we're early because NBA doesn't start till 7:30.
Yeah, I think it's a huge baseball slate.
Can't figure it out. Hey, what's going on? So,
oh, sorry, I've got my volume on. But yeah, it's a huge baseball slate. I think it's probably good that we're doing this like this, and I know that some people like crunch time anyway, so I actually this is good.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So why don't you start? Let's start with the pitchers. I mean, who did you change your? I mean, where are you at right now with your pitchers on DraftKings?
Jacob deGrom is really hard to fade, but I'm going to in some lineups. And
oh, you are? Okay.
I'm gonna play a little bit of and skipping when I'm doing that though, I'm gonna skip down and pay down for both pitchers. And those will be Alcantara, Wood, Minor, Happ. And I haven't differentiated, and Heaney. I haven't differentiated amongst them enough. And the other one who I'm going to definitely get some of now is Zach Greinke. I just think that Angels lineup, it's not the same without Trout, and I think he's got upside here, so I'm going to do it. How about you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be trying to get as much DeGrom, Glasnow together as humanly possible. That's the first thing, and the second thing is trying to pick between these SP2s. The way I'm looking at it, I think I might be just gonna do it like golf. I'm just gonna just see if like any of these guys who look very similar to me, or just whoever the lowest owned guy is, maybe. I don't know how else. I don't know how else to do it, because I can't really separate them any other way. Yeah, the SP2s.
Ownership.
That's what I just said.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. I totally didn't.
I said I'm going to treat this just like I do golf. When these guys are so close, I'll just pick the lowest owned guy, and then I'll just be done. But even still, I mean, even looking at my ownership things, it's like freaking everybody's 10%. Like literally everybody. It's It's kind of tough. So maybe what I'll do is I'll air towards like Marquez, right? Because at least that's getting leverage off of popular hitters. Maybe that's the way
to. That Marquez, whatever is in play, but I just don't think that it's probably. I don't think I need to do. Like I just like the other guys enough and their upside, including Heaney. Yeah, but I do get it. Like, but it's not like this is a terrible offense that he's facing. You know what I mean?
No,
So that's my
no, definitely not. But he's 6,100.
No, I hear you. Look, I've got him in a lineup, so I can't say I don't have him at all. I have him in one lineup. I do think Jonathan Scope is my favorite play at second base now. And I'm not obsessed with the Detroit, but I did get onto the KC side of it.
A guy who's popping, who's going to be really popular, that just kind of showed up in my runs, by the way, is a couple of guys. Number one is the catcher from Seattle, Murphy. Yeah, he's 2,700. He could be pretty popular. And then another guy you mentioned before, I didn't even realize, but he got in, I think, was the guy from Minnesota, the Kirilloff.
Yeah.
These are just guys that either mentioned very quickly or before. And one guy I mentioned really quickly, but he actually got a really, really good lineup spot, is Zach Short from Detroit. He's the minimum 2K. Just throwing in some one-offs into the mixer, or as part of a Detroit stack, which I'm still probably going to do one of.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I get it. I'm also still obsessed. I'm completely obsessed with the Yankees. I know this is I can feel already the loss and just like, what am I doing playing the Yankees feeling? But I just think that I can't resist the price, the upside, the plays. The low ownership. It's too much for me to let go of.
Well, I have a very important lineup question, which I don't know the answer to yet with respect to the Yankees. Like, is their lineup out, by the way, or no?
Their lineup is out. Yeah.
It is out. Damn it! I was hoping that they'd give me a break. I was in the mood to play my MVP, and they didn't give him another start.
Who's your MVP again?
Hiya Gaushiga.
Of course he is. That's hilarious.
That would have made life much easier.
Minnesota I like too, by the way.
Yeah.
But I mostly want to focus on my main stacks. And honestly, I have Yankee players and I have a lot of lineups in 50. Some of the guys in 50% of my lineups, like Labor on FanDuel.
I wish I could show you this. I can't show you the DraftKings lineup, but I have DeGrom with Glasnow with hitters who could actually hit the ball.
DeGrom, Glasnow, and hitters who can hit. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I really don't know.
That's my favorite build that I've got is that. I don't think you're getting way off the board with the pitching, obviously, but that's okay. Plenty of places you can get off the board.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm good with that. I'm just gonna see real quick my other SP here. Are we missing not playing? Are we? Should we be playing Dylan Cease?
No.
Are we sure about this?
No, I'm not sure about that at all. It's one of those SP2s, man. I mean, that's fine. I mean, if you're gonna play 10 of them, play him in one of them. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, he's had some tough matchups, and he's got Texas. It just feels weird that no one says his name. And then also no one says Hap's name or Heaney's.
Yeah, I haven't, fortunately or unfortunately, I didn't watch anything today. I listened to the morning ride this morning, and that was it. I didn't really listen to any other content today. So Hap is getting no buzz at all.
I'll take a look at where his ownership is projected right now, but I've heard nothing. But less so with Hap, and I mean, there's upside for Cease, obviously. Heaney, the thing about Heaney is we don't even need to look back for Heaney to show his upside. And yeah, the Houston offense was better yesterday. They have been terrible this year. other than their series with the A's this season.
Yeah, I mean, who the hell is Houston? I mean, like, bunch of freaking cheaters who've done nothing.
Yeah. I also have a DeGrom and Kershaw lineup. I actually don't love Kershaw, but I think that it's just it would not surprise me if he goes out. But literally any matchup, he's almost a lock for like the 6 innings quality start, and every time he goes out there, and I think that there's enough strikeouts in the San Diego lineup where he could actually, even though they have power, he could easily do what he did last time and put up another 30 or potentially even more.
Wait, what happened to the
Dodgers lineup's in? Rios batting 5th. Okay, well that's actually I actually am going to do a little bit of that, I think. Why is Rios so much worse than Kirilloff? Just because he's facing Yu Darvish? Yu Darvish never has given up a home run before? Please. Let's go. Because I've got Kirilloff 35% on DraftKings right now.
Really?
I mean, I went for it with a lot of the pay down. He was one of my pay downs that works out everything else, which I'm now going to adjust here. I do. Oh, also, okay. Let me see Minor. Let me see Minor's ownership too. I forgot to say that. Like Minor's a pitcher. Like this guy at 9,300 was a good pitcher. Literally not long ago, and we've seen this from him a million times in the past. I mean, yeah, he's going to get at least a little bit of love. But Happ, I mean, you're probably talking like 10 to 15% for these guys. I think.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're all going to be 10%.
And isn't there enough of them to outscore both of the top guys, even if the top guys are really good? That's the other part I keep running into.
You mean the top guy? Oh, that's rough.
No, they can. They really. If you get the right combination of them, two of these guys outscoring or coming close to the score of Glasnow and DeGrom is
right
within the realm of possibility. It really is. Actually, I think it's not even unlikely. I really don't. Somebody's going to go out there and ball out. We've seen it every day, basically, where we had the full slates.
Yeah.
I also am getting to some Colorado. Whatever. Shoot me. I'm allowed to play a little bit of chalk.
Yeah, for me, again, I'm getting my main builds. I'm going to have one. I got the Seattles with Phillies.
I did not predict that Mike Minor would outscore DeGrom. I said some combination of the 10 other pitchers that you can use are likely to outscore him.
No, I get that.
It's absolutely bizarre that we're even having this conversation because we've seen a million things. Altuve is back. And none of these pitchers I'm not saying are great. They're worth taking shots on, especially if you don't like it. But the thing is, you can get different with your lineup so easily. Like where I'm playing these two other guys, I can play the Philly Colorado situation, and I can have a combined 15% owned of my pitchers that I feel have the upside to, be at least near DeGrom in them. And I'm playing the top offenses on the slate and overpaying for the best guys to overpay for.
Let me see these Phillies here. So Butt Bongo is not a big supporter of the Phillies. Yeah,
he doesn't like the Phillies. That's okay. I get the argument. We just made it with what's his name with Marquis. We've seen this. This guy had a whole year where he was like putting up 35 every game in Colorado. There's plenty of guys who can score a ton of fantasy points out there. The safest by far is DeGrom, which is why he's my number one pitcher. I started off by saying that, by the way. I will answer questions and deal with the razzing and all that stuff in a minute. I'm just trying to finish up these lineups here.
What other Phillies are there that's worth playing? McCutchen, Harper, Brad Miller. Play a 4-man over there.
Didi.
Oh, you like Didi, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, Real Muto.
Mm-hmm.
This and then. So who who were those other cheapos? Who was that Minnesota cheapo?
Chico.
Kirilov.
Yeah. Does not sound like the name of a baseball player. All right, I will see what's up in chat in a second. I'm really like, I'll tell you what. The Zach Greinke prop, K prop is 4.5. You can go ahead and bet that, and I think you're just always winning there. By the way, Mike Minor has, let's see the K props for the night. You have Glasnow DeGrom at 9.5, and then it's Minor, Alcantara. Oh no, sorry. I'm sorry. Then it's you and Kershaw, and then it's the other two. Why is it not sorting? Can I sort this? Also, Steven Matz, obviously at 6.5 as well. I mean, there's an argument right there. Like, you know what I mean? If these guys are expected to even have 6 strikeouts happen minor, aren't they isn't that a good combination at a combined 12K? You know?
Yeah, I'm into that.
I think that's what I have 2 big lineups, and I think that's what I'm going to do for my SP2.
You like what team does Tampa play? Toronto, right?
Wow. I'm not too interested in the bats there.
Mats, right? They're playing Mats. Okay, right. You got Margot is 2,700.
Yeah, you like this guy. I just don't have a reason to fit him in. There's so many good outfielders. Like,
okay,
you got Daza for Colorado at 2,700. Yeah, there's enough ways to go on this slate where I don't think you just have to avoid the guys. And I don't think, like, I don't like this thing I've got here because it's an audio 4-man here. But I hate that, you know, to keep up my stack integrity, I have to play like Garrett Hampson, basically. It's just frustrating.
Ooh, wonder if I can do that. Probably.
Okay. Questions, guys. Thoughts. Let's see.
And then, who do you like at catcher today? I'm
going to try to answer some chat questions real quick just to go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. If Real Muto is going to be crazy owned, then go on Sanchez. I have Sanchez all over the place, so I am with you there. DeGrom Glasnow with an A's 4-7 stack. I like that as well. I would just warn that Lopez is a little bit better against righties than he is against lefties. There's not a ton of lefties in that A's lineup, but I do like that A's lineup stack as well. So good call, I feel like, by Bongo Fiesta. We just got to call him BBF or something like that. It's too much to say every time. And sorry about that. Just checking the updates. One of these cheap pitchers, but just can't go in low. I have no problem with paying up for both pitchers either. They're both fine. Let's see. Who's my number 1 pitcher on FanDuel? DeGrom. Not even close. With my expensive bats, DeGrom still. I'm playing DeGrom mostly on FanDuel. I do have some other lineups because I wanted to get different. And in those, I am playing Glasnow, Alex Wood, Jordan Montgomery, which I'm not touching on DraftKings, but I'm totally fine with on FanDuel. Zach Greinke, and Mike Minor. Those are my entire pitching list on FanDuel. Watch Mike Minor go out and put like 40 tonight. Feel it. Seth Brown for the A's. There you go. No problem with that. John Diaz. You best believe that I have a Buxton lineup as well. There is no way I'm not going Buxton, even on a 50 million. He's been off of like every slate I've played. I just want to play him. Rios legit has like real power where the weather or anything like that is going to affect anything. The only issue you get into is that you're playing against one of the best pitchers in baseball. Like, so there's that. But Rios can absolutely touch up anybody. He actually hit. I mean, look what he did even in the postseason and down the stretch. Like, he was good against good pitching. So it doesn't. The minimum cost guy absolutely in play.
Yeah, I may as well do a little Colorado, right? Ugh. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, I'll go to Yankees before Colorado. Let's see what a Yankee stack looks like. Oh, what's Stanton? 5,500. Oh, look at that. He's only 4,200. Aaron Hicks is terrible, but he's like free, right?
Yep. The Yankees are so cheap.
Logan Allen is just, he stinks. What I'd like to know from you is in your in your SP2 lineups, like who are you paying up for in pitching? I mean, hit it.
Oh, where you mean? Oh, I'm using those. Colorado, Philly. I mean, I'm using two unowned pitchers basically, or low-owned pitchers, so I'm not worried about the chalk. Colorado, Philly, Matt Olson. Those are all big ones. I like Bregman. And that's most of it.
Hey, you know who you can get, who you can play today. You get Uber splits. Jordan Luplow leading off against the lefty.
That's interesting. I don't think I'm going to do it, but it makes sense. There's just so much value. I mean, there's so many guys out here. That's why even the Kirilloff, who I felt like I needed to play earlier, you really don't need to. You can play a bunch of other guys. Okay. Just trying to figure out the rest of this, how I want to do it.
That's a Yankee one. And I probably should get a Baltimore or Oakland, middle of that.
It's so weird because I so much prefer trying to pick on Velasquez and hope he blows up than I do Marquis. But you get so much better hitters for Philly.
Well, yeah.
It's frustrating. I mean, no, I know it sounds like stating the obvious, but it's frustrating.
Oh, I didn't know that Piscotty got in. It's hitting 8th, but 2,900.
Yeah, if you're doing a full-on, I think I would save that for my 4 or 5 man minimum stacks. I don't think you can play him any other way, personally.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of like this little lineup I've come up with here. It's kind of weird, but I like it. All right, I'm going to see if there's any more questions in a minute, guys. And just make sure I get this part straightened out.
Let's do the same thing. Let's play almost.
All right. Questions or thoughts? Love A's and Mets. Favorite stacks? Yankees for me. Mini Philly, mini Colorado. The A's, mini Mariners, the Twins, and the Royals. That's almost in order, basically.
Okay, that's good. Doing everything by hand here. These DraftKings builds. So I have a Yankees, I have that. I still don't have a Colorado stack. But that's okay.
You're fine. I mean, just, Velasquez is streaky, but he can be good. Who is your favorite really cheap player?
The Minnesota. Oh, the Shore from Detroit. He's hitting second.
Oh, as a shortstop.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Something. Shore. Not Shore.
Short. Zach Short.
Zach Shore, yeah.
A little leverage against Minor.
Yep. Or maybe what you're supposed to do is play Jake Cave at 2K.
Yeah, I thought about it. Limited at bat possibility. I think I just could go the other way personally.
Okay.
Moreland. Ugh, I love this 3-3-2 stack, but that's not what I want to do. Who's your favorite outfielder around 3,600? Conforto? I like the Mets. I have to mention the Mets.
Yeah, I got to get a Met thing. Hold on, let me just finish this one build here. First base. Put it over there. Outfield 3,600 is either going to be Conforto or again Goodrum.
Yeah. I might go Aaron Hicks here. Yeah, that works actually. 2006.
Yeah, you can play Aaron Hicks. It's that is legal. Nick Castellanos is like 5,300. That's amazing. I will try Mr. Stanton instead of that.
Yeah.
And then,
you got me too hooked in this scope thing, man. I'm like literally trying to find a way to in now. Not what I thought I'd be doing. No Rondo tonight. We'll get into that in a little bit.
No. Okay.
The thing about Zach Short batting second is that it also means Zach Short is batting second. And that's probably pretty good for Mike Minor.
That is true.
Side of this coin.
There's two sides to every story, right?
Yep. All right.
So that looks good. So now I'm going to build a couple of these. So let's So I don't have 100 of anybody except for these pitchers right now. That's good. Okay, so let's. Okay. You saw that Capella was out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do this. Then I'm a little behind. I got to do. I still have to do my FanDuel.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, the only stack that I talked about earlier that I'm not going to get is the Arizona.
Yeah.
I replaced that with with more Detroit, I think.
I'm really just playing Odor over what's his name? I can't believe I'm doing this.
Odor over who?
Over Scope.
Just gonna fill out the rest of these DraftKings MLBs. Then I'll go to FanDuel MLB. Then I'll probably end up with like doing 15 minutes of NBA with you, and then you could hang out here, I guess. Or maybe just go into the Discord.
I'm going with freaking Conforto to hit one out tonight. I really think he's got to do it soon, man. This is getting ridiculous. He's got to play it better.
Yeah, why not?
All right, I'm gonna run for 1 second, and then I'm going to be back and we'll talk some NBA.
Sure.
See, Cheats, if there's any questions in chat, too, we can pop those up.
Well, I have to just finish off these lineups, then I'll come back to you guys. Sorry about that. All right. So I have to fill in these with these. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's start from the bottom. 1, 2. So I have 3 dupes I have to replace. So I'm doing that. What if I could show both of my monitors? This way I don't have to.
All right, I'm going to start typing in chat. Let's see. Sonny Gray, a fade first great game back. It's not his first game back. He already pitched. But earlier. Yeah. I have a little bit of Sonny Gray, but I'm not as into the idea as I was earlier in the day. Yeah, you're right, BBF. He did almost hit one last night. We're not Mike Bourne. We answer things on air, so we are building our lineups as we go. That sort of was like the whole thing we started.
Yeah.
Doing. So it's not like we're mad scrambling. It's just that's what we want to get in and make sure to get there. We're fine. And I think that how you feel about Dunning going back to Chicago after they traded him?
I didn't know that. That's interesting. I forgot.
Yeah, that's why I like Chicago. I have them stacked a little bit. That's my approach to that one.
But they know how to hit him more than he knows how to pitch against them.
I mean, I'm always giving the edge to the hitters, but it's more that just he came up there. Look, what extra motivation for him? Sure, that's not necessarily good for a pitcher who's not like reliable.
Right.
Oh, I like and a guy I didn't talk enough about today is Kyle Lewis. I really like Kyle Lewis. I'm afraid of how much Moreland and Olsen I have like everywhere.
Really?
I have like in all of my 3 big lineups, one is Moreland on DraftKings, one is Olsen, and then they're both in my main lineup on FanDuel.
I will tell you this: my highest owned, and I've pretty much done with DraftKings. My highest owned DraftKings player. That's not a pitcher. So I'm not 100%. I didn't go 100% of those pitchers. I went 88% DeGrom. I have 64% Glass now. My highest owned SP2 looks like I do have a little bit of Cease. It's literally everybody's the same.
Yeah.
And as far as my hitting goes, I guess my highest owned guy is Brad Miller, I think.
I have very little of him.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not like I don't like the play. It's just.
And my highest owned catcher is Tom Murphy from Seattle.
It's weird for a first base only eligible player to be owned. Okay. But I feel like I'm doing that with Moreland. Miller obviously is more of a risk, but actually Moreland has been a risk too. But I don't know what they'll do with Moreland, to be honest. And let me see real quick.
I also, in a similar way, I have the same amount. I have over 40% of Alec Boehm also.
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna.
We'll see what happens.
A tiny bit less Moreland than I originally thought.
Now let me pull up FanDuel. That I could actually pull up. Just get that loaded.
soon.
Yeah, so we're not going to play this. So let's see what I'm playing. So I'm playing. Okay, so not a lot of lineups. I'm playing one in that, one in that, one in that, one in that. So I basically need to do a couple of different builds here. I'm gonna hide that. Let me see what I like on FanDuel. Then I'll build them, and then we'll be done with that. Let's see. Are you playing any SP on FanDuel except for DeGrom?
Anyone other than DeGrom? No, I went through them all already.
On FanDuel?
Literally just went through them. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just DraftKings. Sorry. Okay.
No, my bad. That's.
All right. So I'll bring this over here. I actually like this. Chapman, Torres. I'll unbuild this one. So let's see what a lineup would look like with Orioles and Mariners. See, that's the good thing about FanDuel is, again, you could play those double first baseman things.
Yeah.
I could play Moreland over here, and then I could go Chapman, and then I'm going to wait to see where the fourth one goes, because I do want to play Seattle. I want to play Haniger, Lewis. I would like to play White if I can afford it. No, he's first base too. Okay. So let's go back to Olsen over there. First base. Olsen, Chapman, Moreland.
Holy, I didn't realize that Rosarina was only 3K on FanDuel. Caught me by surprise.
Bergeron is out. I don't think I need to play Andrews hitting ninth. Seventh, though. White here. So then we have White, Lewis, Moreland, and then I have to go for a one-off. It's going to be Torres probably. You have any Torres only 2,500 on FanDuel.
Yeah, I know. He's my I think I have so much of it. It's ridiculous.
Which is nice.
Yeah, I really like the Yankees. If I haven't said this, and look, it may not work today, but it's going to work really, really soon.
Smith, right? That's a good lineup. The Mets. I don't want to forget about the Mets on FanDuel. Let's get one of those. And the Mets, I like the Mets. The Mets, is Nimmo in? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Nimmo, Smith, Conforto, Alonso. Seems to work. I got some money left. And we could play France if we want. Because Seager. And then use a nice cheap shortstop.
Short, your boy.
No, on FanDuel.
Oh. I mean, what's his name? It's not going to get a whole lot better than him.
Who?
Glaber.
Yeah, I needed someone a little cheaper. That's okay. Well, you can play short.
I just can't believe these Philly guys are really priced like this. It's just weird.
The Philly guys?
Yeah. I am literally like, if we could somehow get short second base eligible also, I think I'd have my perfect lineup.
Oh, really?
Because it would allow me to play Didi and get a little stack rather than just playing like Brad Miller with Moniak. And if I had Didi, it would feel a little bit better as a 5-3 rather than a 5-2-1.
And I think I'm going to do one Tampa. Yes. Rosarena.
Like, I like Bohm so much better than Miller.
Yeah, I like them both.
Yeah.
So
weird all this talk like about how like LeMahieu doesn't, but he actually is like hitting the ball fine this year. Like he's actually like the only one too.
Who?
LeMahieu, like all these Yankees, you know, and even Judge, I guess, runs, even though he's not been hitting the ball.
$3,700. First base. Who plays first base for the Yankees? Nobody. Sanchez plays first base for the Yankees.
Yep.
$450. Murphy, Stallings. Who else is? Let's see a good first baseman. She could play Sanchez. Why not?
Okay, so basketball time.
In a minute. You could start.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Minor goes off like you're saying, the winner. I think I have the winner tonight. Hey man, like I'm not saying it's for sure. I also like Hap too, but I do think it's a really good high upside play. All right, so for basketball,
You could start off. You could start it off.
I know I'm doing my stuff. Like it's weird. I have certain things I get on my phone more than I do on my computer. Being one-offs on a 14-game slate. Jason Williams. Okay, this guy. You go ahead, man. Yeah, you don't agree with us. That's fine. Sorry, you don't agree. You do play one-offs sometimes on these slates, but yes, in general, I agree. You do want to get more stacking, but you can't say you don't play one-offs on these slates. That's just not right. Look, dude. So Mike Minor, you don't like. It's over with. We talked about this. I don't know what else you want me to say, bud. You don't agree with me. That's fine. I don't think. I'm not saying he's a lock. I like him as a tournament play a lot. So there you go. It's just like a nitpicking of everything. I don't know what else I can say. I'm trying to do the best I can here. All right. I will get into the NBA.
I'll be done in like 5 minutes.
Okay. So I'm getting my value called up right as we speak. I'm editing my last. I had Chris Taylor in the lineup, believe it or not. I'm not going to do that. All right, so let's get into it. So I no longer like Kevin Durant.
No, I like Kevin Durant. He's a nice guy.
He's out now. So there goes my fun little Kevin Durant play. I still think that we have like probably more stuff to come. I'm gonna play Westbrook. That's it. Pretty straightforward.
Well, what I would like to know, does anybody know if Lou Dort is in?
I think that might have been announced before. Is there somebody you want to play when he's not?
No, I want to play him.
Okay. Kongwu makes my Cousins play kind of have to go out the window. I'm telling you that real sneaky Cousins play though was fun for a minute. Let's see, small forward. They finally they waited till this part of the year to.
So nobody knows the answer.
Dort's in.
Okay. I'm pounding him away on FanDuel.
I kind of love this, Sheets. I really think. So what's his price on FanDuel?
Like under 6,000.
I mean, shouldn't we be pounding him away on DraftKings, especially if I'm playing Westbrook?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I could do that too, but it's really easy to do it.
I'm thinking about doing it. Goodwin.
He's literally the only thing that could keep this game closed.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, well, we say that though, but then like somebody else for them goes off every night, you know? Baisley.
Yeah.
Baisley should be good tonight. He put up 25 shots in the last game. I don't know if I want to. I don't know. I don't know actually where I stand. He's not shooting the ball well, but he's still like been around 40. He's been at 39 and 41 in the last two. It's a great matchup, obviously, because we certainly don't need to mention to anybody out there. Let's tell you what, Lou Dort will be 0% owned, I think, right?
No, I don't think so.
Now people catch on, I guess, a little bit. But it doesn't feel like the kind of slate they're gonna. It feels like they're just gonna jam in the top and skip it.
That looks good. I don't know what the problem is. Squeeze.
Poku, that's your answer also too. He's the other one who can take over the game.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so any questions about NBA guys? Let's see. Jason, why? I don't understand this. This guy is like so annoying. All right, guys. Any actual questions or thoughts? All right, should I just go back to my
What
lineup?
happened? What happened? I like Jason.
Of course you do. Thanks, Sheets. Just
He's being a pain in the neck. I'm
I mean,
not watching what he's saying.
you can criticize me all you want and say that that's why I'm not doing well. I have Mike Minor in 18% of my lineups. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. This is such a ridiculous argument. Will this guy just please give it up?
Let me look at the. Let me look at the NBA.
Guys like these chalk people who only play on FanDuel.
What happened?
That's just that's the situation. It's just really stupid.
All right, so for me, let me see what NBA looks like.
I think I'm going to play Brandon Goodwin, and unfortunately.
And what about the Ngukwe or whatever?
The Kongwu too. Yeah. All right. So if we play Goodwin and Brooks,
5 minutes, really?
Watch Goodwin not start and everybody freak out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he has to. Bogdanovich, somebody tells me he can handle the ball a little bit. And I'm into NATO a little bit because NATO's got the position eligibility thing.
I would very much like to play.
Oh, I love Tatum now Sheets too. I'm totally in on Tatum.
Oh, okay.
Because position is our big thing today, and he's really easy to like on both sides.
You look at Ish Smith at all or no?
I think it's getting a little bit cute, but it is a play. It makes sense. Like the game theory part of it makes a lot of sense. It's just like, shouldn't you then be thinking like Romeo Langford at 3K, like it's going to play 30 minutes probably?
I don't think so.
I'm missing why John Collins shouldn't be played here. And you could actually get a stack of that game and play Jimmy Butler on the other side and just pray Atlanta keeps it close.
No, I don't think that Langford's going to play those minutes because I think Fournier is back.
Oh, that's right, the 20-minute restriction. But I think he's still projected to play like 28 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I think he is. Baisley. What if you played Baisley and Dort and they do keep it close here? That's
this is what we're doing in the NBA. Okay, so we are editing this lineup, and the first thing we're doing is playing Lou Dort.
I think it's crazy, but I think it's like, I don't know, I might do it too. Like I'm kind of into this idea.
The first thing we're doing is playing Lou Dort. The next thing we're doing is playing Russell Westbrook. I would love to not play Raul Neto. I would love to not play Armani Brooks. I would like to avoid all of that. It's going to be very difficult to do, though, if I want to play Westbrook.
I like all those guys.
And Tatum, for that matter.
Lou Dort's going to be awfully focused on defense today.
He will.
Look at his games because it's not like an outlier. It's not like he's like just shot the ball well, which he has. But he has shot the ball well. But I don't know. It feels like a lot of scoring, but it doesn't have to be him. I don't think I can get myself to do it. I'm going back and forth on this like crazy. I do kind of like Poku though.
Yeah, I like Poku.
All right. All right. we're talking about basketball now. Baisley, Dort in the same lineup, and I haven't cashed in basketball in a month. BBF. I think that's a fine thing to do. It's been a rough basketball go of it for all of us. Dre, Curry, Dozier, and Jokic run back. I like that. I like that DFS Wolfpack. Favorite center on FanDuel, Jokic and Nurkic for me. The old Denver guys, and Olynyk just behind them. What happens if Toscano Anderson is out? I'm just going to take a quick look.
What happens if Toscano Anderson is out?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how the run's going to work.
I think he's in.
Oh, they announced it officially? Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's actually in play then, like big time.
You can also play. Boy, this would be. I mean, this would be an incredible leverage if you played Beal instead of Westbrook.
With the door draped over him, I don't think I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, maybe not.
I think I'll rebuild at that point.
Yeah, maybe that's not a great idea.
I do like Curry and Jokic. I like Westbrook as my favorite spend up, then Curry, Jokic, Tatum. But Tatum ends up getting in more than the other guys because of his position eligibility.
We're going to forget to play. We're not going to forget to play Curry, right? Or like Lou Williams.
Yeah, I'm a little less on it, but I actually think it's like a reasonable tournament play. I don't think we should be too upset about playing. Well, the Ish Smith factor is a little bit annoying. We need to just leave those guys out.
Who are you playing at shooting guard on FanDuel then, besides George?
I can play Brooks over there probably. I'll probably skip him on DraftKings.
Armani Brooks, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Westbrook, George, Olynyk, Poku.
Tell you what, if Poku goes off on the day where I don't play him, I'm really going to feel like an idiot. He's such a good play today. I really think he is. It's like the perfect kind of offense for him to play against.
No.
I mean, I guess the perfect kind of offense for everyone to play against. So it's
What's that?
Kind of a dumb statement by me because it's the perfect offense for everyone to play against.
That's true.
It is literally the nuts. Neto.
And do you like Okongo on FanDuel 4K?
He's center eligible, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not so much now. I'd rather just pay the 52 for the other guys.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. I do need 5 more minutes. Hopefully, Mrs. Sheets will be accommodating.
What are your thoughts about the guy you mentioned earlier, John Wall?
I like him.
I kind of do too.
I don't want that. I want the NBA. Come on, Eric. One, 2, 4 to 10. 7.
All right. Any questions, guys? I'm gonna jump over to see if there is anything other than this guy.
Do this. Then we're going to upload this. I'm going to do NBA.
I agree with you, John, that Curry restarts his hot streak tonight. Into that.
What's that?
It was not the way I wanted on DraftKings that I ended up not getting to him, but I'm definitely going to get to him on FanDuel.
No. Dort. And let me just do some DraftKings things, then I'm going to get out of here. Any news in the last couple of minutes?
Not that I've got.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Something. Nets are starting Irving, Shamet, Harris, Green, and Jordan.
Okay. Come on, Eric. Where is your get your shit together here? I'm curious to see what the ownership was on the on those SP2s that I was talking about. If anybody got owned more than anybody else, really.
Yeah.
What game started at 7 o'clock? Anything?
It's always 7:05 or 7:07.
Oh, okay.
Bertans, Tillman.
So I'm going to change my NBAs and then I'm going to get out of here. You still like Gafford?
I do, but I didn't end up using him like I thought I would.
Oh, is that right?
Because of Okongwu and the guards being strong, basically.
Okay.
I'm actually considering using PJ Dozier on FanDuel because I really hate that shooting guard position. Shamet makes some sense though now.
Upload this. Let's change some of these later.
I do think that Dort on FanDuel does make a lot more sense, especially. I mean, he's actually like a good play. Like But on DraftKings, it seems so thin. It's weird. Major difference between these two sites tonight.
Yeah. Let's
Like, yeah, hey, you gotcha. I cannot get a small forward in. Save my life. Tillman. Am I really going to be stuck using a Martin on FanDuel?
What's that?
I might be stuck using Caleb Martin on FanDuel. Yikes. This can't be right. Ugh. Ugliness. Martin or House? I think House is probably a better play. It just seems like such a dumb play on this slate to even have to make it. Although, how many minutes is Solomon Hill going to get tonight now? I hate Solomon Hill, but
Solomon Hill? He's in play?
I'm just looking at him FanDuel on small forward and trying to save money there. He's not in play. I'm sorry, I forgot that the other guys were in still. I'm just trying to figure out. I have 4,000 left, a little over 4,000 to spend, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. Because I really like the rest of the build. Like, it's exactly what I wanted to get. But it's become tricky here at the end. What if I play Dozier instead? That might actually be better.
All right, guys, I'm going to fly. Good luck, everybody.